Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, welcome. I do hope you consider subscribing to the channel. We have lots of fun here and we smell good. And if you are returning, hey girl. So I have decided to participate in a tag by Naturally Liz. And this is divulging all of the secrets of a content creator, a fragrance content creator. So I am very new to this space, like under 1,000 subscribers at this current moment. And I thought that my voice would be interesting here as well, to hear about how I'm first getting started, how I'm being inspired, how I am being received by the people that have been in the game for a little while, by the larger creators, and just kind of hear my perspective as I'm growing and how I am incorporating this into my current life, because this is new for me. So if you are interested in hearing my thoughts, a little bit more about me and how I am gonna dish on the secrets of a content creator, please keep on watching. All right, up first is, how long have you been recording YouTube videos? So my channel is actually almost 4 years old. I started in 2021. I uploaded my first video on the 16th of January, 2021. I originally started out as a makeup reviewer, but that got expensive because I was constantly trying to keep up with every single new release to be able to review it for people to be interested in it. And I acquired so much makeup that I have decluttered, I have given away, I have donated, I have sold stuff because I have accidentally purchased 2 of something because I just was doing the most. And so it was just not necessarily a love for me, if you will. And it was born out of the need to have a creative outlet because we were stuck in the house from COVID, and it was just a lot. It was just a lot for me. And I needed that outlet. So it was good for the moment. I didn't grow that much. I only got about 68 subscribers. And then after a couple of years, I decided to pick it back up and do something that I personally really aligned with. Okay. And that's why I'm here within the fragrance community. I will maybe talk a little bit about how I decided on fragrance, but I've always had a decent collection. Like when I first started, I had over 100 bottles of perfume. I didn't realize it, but I did. So, maybe this was meant for me. Next question is, do you record on a phone or a camera? I have a phone. I use my iPhone. I use iMovie to edit, and I also use Canva to do my thumbnails. And so between my iPhone and sometimes I'll use my actual computer if I want a bigger screen to work with, because I am a woman of a certain age and these eyes be doing what they want to do sometimes. But for the most part, it's on my phone. Let's see. Question 3. Do you record in HD or 4K? I record in 4K. I think I first started off in HD and then I started recording in 4K, and it does take a long time to upload. The upload takes a nice little minute. Like sometimes I upload a video and it says like 100 hours until it's done. And I'm like, no, let me stop and restart again and it will reset the time. But it takes up a lot of space and a lot of time, but I do record in 4K. Let's see. How do you plan your content? So I plan my content in a multitude of ways. I actually have a vision board of what I want to film, because what I'm doing right now is very intentional. I'm looking to grow at a certain rate. I have goals with my growth. I have goals with the things that I record, but I have probably, yeah, until the end of the year. I have a whole filming schedule. I sometimes abide by that, sometimes I don't. So if there's something else I want to film, I'll just interject a new video. But if I can't think of anything, I'll go to my schedule over here and it will literally give me options of what to record. But I like kind of just feeling the moment, you know, if I have something new or if I'm feeling a certain idea or if something comes to me while I'm cooking or driving or whatever, then I'll kind of do that. I'll make mental note of it, or I'll send myself a text message or whatever, and then I'll film that. So there's no hard, fast rule for me with recording. I do know sometimes that there are new releases, I do want to talk about them too. Like I want to give my perspective and my thoughts. And so, you know, I can't do that on a schedule because I don't know everybody's release. All right. So, do you batch record? Yes and no. So I have a small window of when I can record. And it's after I get off my regular job, and that's an answer to one of the other questions, in between when I go pick my child up. So that's typically when I record, or early in the morning, like right when I drop her off and before I start work. Sometimes I can get in multiple videos, and sometimes I cannot. I do try to record as many as possible, but sometimes I can't. I will say I have more videos on my phone that I have not posted. I may just have forgotten to go back and edit them, and I recorded a couple more videos and they're just there. So, you know, it would, I guess, be backup content, if you will. And then some stuff I recorded and not wanted to post because it's like, I don't know, is that relevant? Or you made a lot of mistakes. You're gonna do too much to try and edit it, and it's gonna look choppy. So there's that. But I try to batch record as much as possible, but sometimes I just get one video at a time. All right. Do you record videos in one take? Yes. So if I make a mistake, or if I have to sneeze or take a sip of water, or someone comes in my room, I just keep the video going and I'll cut it out in editing. So I don't have to add multiple videos or anything like that. Now, if I get a phone call and I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, then yeah, it'll be multiple videos, I guess, but kind of still in the same session. But I typically just do one take. I don't like to do multiple. That's too much. It's too much for me. Next question. How long does it take you to edit one video? That depends as well. If the video is short and sweet, probably about 2 hours for everything. So if I have a video that's like up to 15 minutes and I didn't make a ton of mistakes, I can make a thumbnail, I can get the description box ready, I can get the title ready, and get it up in 2 hours. But I have to have uninterrupted time. And as a mom, that doesn't always happen, but about 2 hours. Now, if the video is longer than that, I mean, it's 4 hours. Sometimes I can only do it bits and pieces at a time. So if I'm taking my child somewhere, like she goes to swim class or tutoring or whatever, while I'm waiting on her to do that, I'm editing. Or if I put her down to bed and I got 30 minutes before I need to be to bed, I can edit. So it may be chopped up over the course of several days or a day or two, but probably about 3 to 4 hours really for one video. Do you work full-time in a traditional job? Are you a full-time content creator? If you work a traditional job, do you work from home or travel? So I have a traditional job and I do work from home. And I don't travel for work, but I do travel for leisure. So I don't have to go into the office. Well, I have to go into the office once a month, but that's not a hard, fast rule. But yeah, for the most part, I'm home doing my Black job. But yeah, that's I'm a work from home person. It gets a little lonely. And that's why I have you guys. Let's see. Next question is, have you ever been recognized by a stranger from your channel? If you have, how did it make you feel? So I'm going to share a little story. I hope this person does not mind, but I haven't necessarily been recognized from a person from my channel, but it is in regards to fragrance and me developing and growing this channel. So I was at the Neiman Marcus counter, and Sharita M walked past me, and she was like, Kifa! I'm like, Sharita! So how she actually knows my first name is because if you were to see her video, she talks about people reaching out to her for her consulting services, and I am one of those people. So I will first say, she is dropping gems on that video, okay? Gems. So if you are interested in creating a channel, she has a lot of good information in her video. But yeah, so I had my consulting conversation with her, and maybe a week or two later, we ran into each other at Neiman Marcus, and it was the craziest thing. But yeah, she was really, really nice. I will say she was really nice, really warm. The Sharita that you see on the screen is the Sharita that you see in person. Like, there's no difference. But yeah, that's really the only time that I have been recognized just in regards to the fragrance community. So I wouldn't say that, you know, she had been watching me forever and oh my gosh, she's like, oh my God, it's Kiva. No, but we did run into each other. So that was a pleasant, sweet surprise for me. She is definitely someone that I admire, which is why I reached out to her for her services. Let's see. Is there one perfume you love that everyone else seems to dislike, or dislike and everyone else seems to love? So I am not a fan of Delina. I don't like Delina. I don't like Delina Exclusive. And I actually purchased Delina La Rose. I would say that I like that one 90%. The rhubarb is what wears me out in that fragrance. It's not the rose. Well, in that fragrance line, I should say. And the rhubarb is definitely toned down in the La Rose, and it has a sparkling quality to it. So it doesn't last. For me, the rhubarb doesn't last. And then I can enjoy the wearing experience after a little while, maybe about 30 minutes or so. So that's one that everyone seems to love that I don't like. And I'm trying to think of one that I like that everyone seems to hate. I don't think I have any polarizing fragrances that I love that people just really dislike. I'm growing to enjoy Rifakat, which is a Paris Corner dupe for Baby Cat. And I know a lot of people don't really vibe with that, but there's a huge fan club for that fragrance. So I don't know if that counts. Last question. If you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice before you started your YouTube journey, what would that be? So I have several things to say. One, listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Don't try and, what do they say? Be like the Joneses or whatever the case is. Like, follow your own journey. Whatever area you decide, whether it's fragrance, beauty, whether you're giving computer advice, technical advice, whatever it is, make sure it's your own voice that you're delivering to the camera, because people will be able to detect when you're not being genuine. Like, there's been several creators that are like, ooh, that person's fake, phony, whatever the case, because it comes across that way. And so make sure your voice is what's being heard. If you're being genuine, you like something, you love something, you don't like something, speak to that, stay consistent with it. And your viewership, your subscriber count, all of those things will come to pass. Okay, they will come and you will grow organically, and I think that that's what is really important. A lot of people sometimes want quick, fast growth, and this ain't that. This ain't that. And I think when I first started makeup, I thought I would grow a little faster, and I didn't. Like I said, I only got about 68 subscribers. Now with the fragrance, I definitely have grown a little bit more and a lot quicker. Like I think as of this video, I'm at 625 subscribers. That may not be a lot to you, but it is a ton to me. And I know that I have worked for each and every one of those, and I am working to maintain them, keep them coming back, and also to grow and get more and create an authentic community of folks that love fragrance, want to share their advice, their tips, their tricks. You know, if they just need an outlet of somebody to watch while they clean their kitchen, sweep the floor, mop the floor, whatever it is, or on their drive to work, if they need something to listen to. You know, I want to be that source of information. Source of information. I want to be that source of creation to help them through their day, their journey, or whatnot. And this is also a great outlet for me. I also, the advice I would give is something that I heard at church. And the advice is sow where you want to go. So for me, like I said, I reached out to Sharita for consulting advice because I see her as a dominant force in the fragrance community, as someone who seemed very genuine, someone who knew what they were doing, video quality was on point, all of the things. And that's where I am trying to go. So that is where I'm sewing. That is where I want to be. I also reached out to another creator that I have been following for years. So when I started my makeup channel, she's somebody that I watch religiously, and it's Glam Girl Chelsea. So she has her own consulting company. I reached out to her and I had consulting services with her. And so I'll talk to you a little bit about, you know, what I got from each. And but I say all that to say is that I will continue to invest in me. So as I'm buying fragrances and things like that to show you all, I'm also investing in me to be able to bring better content quality to you all. So, you know, camera will improve, lighting will improve, editing will improve, all of the things will improve because I'm reaching out to others that have the know-how to be able to pass it to me so that I can do better, and then eventually be able to, you know, spread that to others if people want to reach out to me for advice or whatnot. So that's a piece of advice that I would give. And always be your genuine self. That's all I can say. Be your genuine self, lead with good intentions, and just know that this process is slow. It's grinding. You will see things that kind of mess with you emotionally. Like you'll put out a video that you just know gonna perform, boom, and you get low numbers, right? Or you put something out and it's thumping and pumping, and you're like, really, that? So try to be okay with, you know, the ups and downs of what YouTube will bring you, because it will send you on an emotional roller coaster, and it may make you feel like you don't want to continue. But being consistent, persistent, and being genuine is going to be the best recipe for success. And success looks different for everyone. Like for me, as of today, and I know that my goalposts will change, success for me is going to be an engaging community, a community of people that are like-minded, that give great advice, you know, no drama in the comment section. Success for me looks like being able to create revenue from this channel to be able to pour back into the channel. Like for me, I wouldn't say that I'm creating this to take over my 9 to 5 or anything like that. I'm not stopping it, Lord, if you want that to happen for me. But, you know, if I could have a situation where the things that come out of this channel are able to cover the costs of the things that go into this channel, that would be an amazing blessing. An amazing blessing. Okay. So yeah, that is the advice that I would give. Now, with regards to the consulting services that I receive that I feel like have helped me with this channel, that I recommend that you all do, not necessarily these people if you don't want to, but just someone, you know, reach out to someone that is in your space that you look up to, that you feel like could get you to the next step, because we all need a step up. Okay. So with Sharita, she was very transparent. I mean, very transparent with her growth, what she did to get there, and her success. And she, you know, shared a little bit about what she's looking to do moving forward in the future. I got a lot of good information. Some of the stuff she put in the video we talked about. And so she's giving to y'all. Okay, she's giving it. So listen. But you know, we definitely went more in depth. She listened to me as far as what I wanted to do and gave me advice on those specific things and how to get there. So wonderful. Now Glam Girl Chelsea, with her services, like she was literally a little more hands-on, if you will. Like I wanted help with editing, what softwares to use, what where to go to create links and different things like that. And she literally was like, film something during our next consultation, we're going to edit it together. Pull this up, touch this, touch that, do this, do that. Like it literally was a one-on-one session, like of how to edit a video, how to create a link, how to, you know, use iMovie, because that's what I use to edit my videos. Like how to put the picture in the picture, how to add the text to the screen. For me, I didn't know how to do none of that. You go back to some of them old videos and they might be scary. But I'm not taking them down because it's where I started. And my channel will literally show you the growth that I have had. And I'm proud of it. So I'm not taking it down. So don't come for me about the videos. But at either rate, yeah, her Glam Girl Chelsea's was more hands-on. And I needed them both. And I know that I probably will go back to both of those ladies, maybe even other creators, to get what I need. And I truly believe that if I invest in myself, whether this is a service that's provided complimentary or I have to pay for it, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that because I want to know, I want to learn. And yeah, so I would say as much as you can, invest in yourself. YouTube University, whatever's offered there, take advantage. If you need to reach out and get more personalized services, do so. Not all content creators offer that, but a lot of them do. I was super scared to ask Sharita because she didn't advertise that that's what she was doing. And I thought she was going to leave me on red. She wasn't going to respond. She'd be like, no, girl. But she was very kind. But I know Glam Girl Chelsea actually has a consulting company that she advertised, and it was easy to go on her website and book those services. So you guys, I have said a lot. I hope that you have learned a lot from me and divulging my little secrets as a content creator. One other thing that I want to say is I feel like my voice will speak to that person that really is trying to decide, is this what I want to do? Because I'm so new. I'm literally under 1,000 people, subscribers. Do it. Do it. Just get on, do it. Film with what you have. You will grow. You will learn. You will figure it out. Things will get better. Your channel will grow incrementally. I will say that after, having my consultations with both of these ladies, I have doubled in size. I was 300 subscribers, less than 300 subscribers, and now I'm at 6 something. And so that doesn't sound like a lot. And what Chelsea told me was, if you take, at the time I was at 300, she said, if you take 300 people and put them in a room, that's a lot of people. And I said, you know what, you're right. And so if I think about taking 600 people and putting them in a room, that's a lot of people. So I am grateful and I'm appreciative of that. And so I'm going to appreciate the journey as I continue to grow. And I hope that you do too. And so with that being said, make sure you are being kind to yourself. Make sure you're being kind to others. And peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.